actually make body language work for you? And particularly when you're out selling? Well, the first thing to say is whether we know it or we don't, we're actually all experts in certain forms of body language, and certainly socially, ever since we were small children, we have learnt how to read body language, we have learnt how to use body language to our own advantage, and what we regularly do is use it to pick up other people's feelings and thinking. The trouble with that is that nearly 100% of our expertise in body language socially is subconsciously done, i.e. we're not aware of it and we're not aware that we're doing it. So in order to make body language work for you, one of the major changes you have to make is to turn that subconscious into a conscious effort. So you need to constantly observe other people and learn to become an expert in conscious body language observation. When you start doing that and you consciously see things that are giving certain messages to you, then you shouldn't be afraid to fight the body language you see, because sometimes people use body language to mislead you. So just because you read a certain thing in somebody's body language doesn't mean you should accept it blindly. So you shouldn't be afraid to fight the body language that you see. In essence, what body language is doing is telling you what people think before you ask them. And quite clever salespeople will read somebody and then structure their next question to either verify or check out that the body language is speaking correctly to them. One of the traps of body language is if people watch you or become aware that you're observing them in a specific way and that you're actually reading their body language, then they become really offended. And I would point out to you that under no circumstances should you let people discover that, because as soon as people see that you are trying to read people's body language consciously, they become highly offended, and it's almost like you have insulted them because you've said, actually, I'm not paying attention to what you're saying. I'm looking deeper than that, and that's highly offensive because people think, well, if you're not listening to what I'm saying, then I'm not actually very interested in talking any further with you. So to make body language work, we need to be aware of these things and turn the subconscious into conscious and not be afraid of challenging people's body language that we see, but we must keep the fact that we are reading body language entirely hidden.